her night today, respectively. And despite explicitly saying it in the video, my dumbass somehow didn't know that I could do this. Just wanted to point that out. How I graduated is beyond me.
31. That's your number.
It's still nighttime?
Something off?
I don't want to do this right now. I guess I'm going during the night.
Now he's gonna get a Mirza.
Hello. Hold up.
He was there
Wait.
at the beginning where I first landed.
Queries, options, game, sound effects. Okay. I can turn up my mic as well. Okay, perfect. Hello, Catcher. How you doing?
And you are?
Crane, 31.
Oh, right. How's your head?
My head?
Got it. Listen up. Until the boss says so, you are not on the list. So go talk to him ASAP and let's get things moving. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I survived. Oh my god.
Yep. Time to go up.
I gotta deal with another one of these guys.
How comes?
Yeah, loser. Oh, that was... that worked.
How comes it's bugged?
Oh, Kermit doesn't come. What the?
Hey, I'm looking for the... Are you the boss?
What, am I too young? You got the problem with my age?
No, You wanted to talk to me?
That's better. Do you remember anything? Know what you are?
Yeah, I can see this is some kind of shelter.
We call it the Tower. Brecken and his runners put it all together a couple of months ago, and we've been here ever since. Hunting airdrops, scavenging, and rescuing people.
Yeah, I wanted to thank that girl.
Good, because if not for her, you'd already be chewing somebody's knee bone. Your Antizin was totally crushed, by the way. Only thing Jade could salvage was your radio.
Oh, great. So can I get that back, please?
Actually, I think I need it more than you do.
Believe me, pal, that's not the case.
What are you looking at?
Fine. Take it. You know my runners put their lives in danger for guys like you. So now you take the Antizin meant for someone else, and you won't even share your gear with us? I don't have time to deal with your bullshit. I've lost contact with one of our guys thanks to the fucked up radios we're stuck with.
The reason how I did that was because, what's it called? I was playing as the update came out, so there was no, limit as I was doing it.
So go be useful somewhere else. We don't tolerate lazy assholes here.
Okay, fuck you then. Fuck you then, you bitch.
I'm not lazy, little shit.
Oh. I have no clue then. They probably nerfed it as I was doing it. Here we go this way. Fuck you. Okay. Huh. I don't know then. Where do I lead? What? I'm confused. Check for the lost survivor on the 13th floor. Is it this? No. Oh. To be honest, I already beat the game. I beat the game before, and is it? Oh wait, it doesn't show difficulty. Oh wait, yeah, it does. Current session nightmare. So I'm just playing on the hardest difficulty right now. Let's do this.
Where do you think you're going?
13th floor.
I'm getting some stuff for Raheem. 13? Shit. There's gonna be some dirty work. But we all got to pull our weight around here, huh?
Yeah.
He said that I had to do even more work. So I left, but not before talking to this gorgeous man who told me I had to get payments from nearby camps. So I went to these camps, threatened to
Let's do this shit.
Jesus. How many people died here?
They were carrying the unreleased script for the B-movie 2, if you would get it. Hearing about an item of such importance shocked my system and sent me immediately to the last known location of the group. There I met Kanye, but apparently Yi was in control because the man had clearly gone insane and started shooting me. I had to kill him, and he did make graduation, but it didn't matter because my life was on.
I am.
Where were you? We've been waiting for your report. It's been over 70 hours.
I lost my radio for a while. Don't worry, my cover's intact. No contact with the tower's leader yet. Unable to confirm identity. I'm taking steps to blend in.
Acknowledged. Time is of the essence, Crane. Remember that.
There's one more thing. I got bitten. I've shown no symptoms, but the people here say I'm infected.
Then you'd better get your hands on some antizin ASAP, hadn't you?
Help! Somebody! What the hell?
I told the people of the tower about this, and they weren't too excited that I let Rise have the B-movie script. I tried to explain my intention for good, but Brecken was having enough. He broke me 144 points and told me to leave. He was drunk and telling me about a volatile next that would blow up if only he had explosives. He told me that the nest was in the
Easy, easy. It's all right now. I'll get it. Raheem, this is Crane. Down here on 13. Listen, this guy of yours got fucked up pretty bad getting away from a zombie.
Oh shit. 31? You went at their mark?
I could just go to the Kardashians. I get a ton there.
Yeah, it's safe enough now.
Okay, don't move. I'm sending Lena downstairs.
But she's pretty, so she's never gonna do it. We jumped down the hill where we saw some of Rise's men congregating. After letting them leave, we went to infiltrate the school.
Hey, hold. I try to stay calm, okay? I'll be right back.
Entering the school, I ran into some squatters. Thought this game was supposed to be scary. Reenacted my high school years and ended up in the basement where we found the best thing a man like me could ask for: grenades. I head back to the tower where I meet Raheem, who seems disappointed that I didn't give him the explosives. Honestly, if it were up to me, I would give them to him just in the hopes that he would pull himself up. I mentioned my Kermit sighting, and hearing this, he tells me to bring in the Dr. Zero for more information. Zero tells me some science stuff that I don't really remember and don't care about, and says that I should get a sample, and that they won't come around at night. Now it was the middle of the day.
Let's do it.
So I spent the entire day shopping for XP. Then when night finally came, I found a mutated Kermit and sent him up at heaven, obtained a sample of him, and handed it to Zero.
Okay, I think that's everything I'm gonna find. Let's give this a shot.
Raheem and his group hadn't checked in, and that they took the explosives to collect the volatile. The idea that Raheem might not be with us anymore made me so excited I immediately headed to his last known location. Arriving at the warehouse, I cleared out the infected and opened the train group. Raheem told me that the bombs were already counted down and I needed to plant them in the nest. I grabbed the explosives,
who's hurt?
He's bleeding pretty bad.
Let me see him.
The nasty sewer water to get to the volatile nest.
Goes in alcohol, huh? Pretty primitive, but
like
it'll
every
work.
player as soon as a woman shows up. I arrived back at the train car where it became absolutely clear God was
Thanks
real.
for the help. I'll take care of him from here.
And I got to do the most satisfying thing in this entire game. After the most intense hit of dopamine I've gotten
Well
since
done,
being
31.
by a goth girl 3 years ago, I did a victory lap and went back to the tower to give Brecken the good news. Apparently, Brecken actually cared about the kid for some reason because he gets himself, breaks yet another piece of glass, and right before I tell him how happy I am,
I just want to help out and repay you guys for what you did for me.
This immediately sent me into a panic because unlike Raheem,
Come find
Zero
me,
actually makes
and we'll
me
talk about how you
I
could
cleared
do
the
that.
trailer area where a dying goon tells me that Zero's already been taken. Knowing that Rise took him, I went to his compound where I wasn't treated as nicely as the first time. Fuck you. After finally settling my issues with these problems, I went inside and made my way to the garage, where Crowder begins trying to assert their alphaness on me. They know that I am and always will be the alpha male. I killed these imposters and found Zero, but it was a trap, and this rat bastard went out and stabbed my only friend in this dark cold world.
Damn.
He knocked me out. I was thrown a weapon and forced to fight these rapscallions. After clearing out the riffraff, Rice dropped me a machete and gave me a gift. Hey, a present! I hope it's a 12
Mark came down here to try and find his brother, but the guy had already turned, so I had to put him
On
down.
my way back, I had some
Now I gotta figure out how to patch Mark.
I woke up in a shipping container missing a kidney, but...
Do I have to redo that? Okay, no, I don't. Okay, dang, God.
Hey, 31. Not bad for a new guy. Perhaps I misjudged you.
I just want to help out and repay you guys for what you did for me.
Well, good. Come find me, and we'll talk about how you can do that.
We came to an agreement and I left to meet their associate at the sewers.
Yeah, let's do this.
I was instantly treated like royalty, exactly how it should be. I swam through the sewers until I received a call from the man who helped me in the first place, apologizing for something he did. It wasn't until the 18 bullets in my stomach that I realized he sold me out to Rice and I would have to do yet another gunfight. Dispatching the
1738.
as it took only a few shots. After this encounter, I finally climbed out of the sewer, blew up the last 2 guards, and at last I had arrived at Old Town, the place where nothing can go wrong. That's Rice's tower. I think that's the tower. No, it's gonna...
I want to meet your madre, pay my respects to your padre, mi amor.
I'm gonna be going over that way soon.
It's Dying Light's 10th anniversary! Yes, I know. I already did the No Inhibitor Challenge, which you should definitely go check out after this video.
Alright,
But
taken
I
care
wanted to
of.
do something with you,
Piece of cake.
the community. So
What else you
on
got
stream,
for me?
I took on every challenge that you
Well,
threw at me.
let me
And
think.
here's how it worked. For a few
Rahim,
thousand channel points,
you are just
gave
smart
me a
enough to be
challenge that I would
dangerous, you know
follow
that?
for 10 minutes.
Omar told me about
Right?
your plans
Well,
for the nest.
not so much
Explosive
for me.
charges?
Let me
Really?
show you how it
What?
works.
Explosives?
Oh,
I never
please.
said that.
You can't tell a
Our
convincing
first
lie to
challenge
save your
is
life.
no
I know
run.
what I'm doing.
Here, I will
Yeah?
set an alarm.
You
You'll
think
be
you
able to
can't
hear it
die?
on my
You're
phone.
not my
And
mom.
once you
No,
hear the
I'm
alarm,
not.
you'll be able
Our
to
mom's dead.
suggest another challenge.
So you might want to be a little nicer to me since I'm the only family you have
hold
left.
on. I gotta
Especially
reset.
now that Amir is
I
gone.
ran.
You're Jade, right?
There's no running.
Right?
I just wanted to thank you for what you did for me and tell you how sorry I am for your loss.
First time I've
I
not
owe
had
you
a
and Amir
lockpick
my
when I've
life.
attempted to
Yeah,
lockpick something.
you do. You want to return the favor? Keep my dipshit brother from killing himself. No explosives, Rahim.
With no sprinting, everything's more difficult. This really is like Project Zomboid Simulator when you don't run. Because in Project Zomboid, you're not allowed to...
So,
first,
sprint
something
and
wrong?
run, but
You
if
need something that
sprint
fits
in
the
that
job
game,
Brecken wants you
have
to
the
do.
ability to trip over
Call me when
crap
you've
and just
changed.
die. Like you'll hurt yourself, and then that causes your death.
Look, what do you need me to do here? Been stockpiling all this time?
Good old Crane, like, okay, Leno, just what do you want? Just tell me. I don't have time for you. Boy, do I feel safe with my adjustable wrench. Oh, I have 2 adjustable wrenches. Double
Okay,
the
Rahim,
safety.
I'm ready. Where do I find Brecken?
Not so fast,
I can
31.
barely make
If you're
jumps,
going
by
to
the way.
earn your
So,
keep,
yeah,
we
I'm
have
in
to find
trouble
out
if you get to
if you've got the skills.
the volatile
So get your ass up to the
Biggest
gym.
tragedy of Dying Light. You can't
It's
skip
on the top
the
floor.
bleed.
Just
Okay,
a
we
couple
really
flights
need
up.
to get the light drop ability. Because if I don't have my sprint ability, you know I'm not going to make a lot of jumps. I'm going to take a lot of fall damage.
Rahim, I don't see you. Where are you?
Pace the zombies. I mean, these ones, yes. Once I get to the violence, it's going to be impossible without pacing. I'm trying my
Well,
best.
what are you waiting for? Get over here.
Guys, the adjustable wrench isn't as good as I thought it would be.
You want to feel right at home. A
So I'll
crane?
take out 2
On a crane.
zombies for you, and you reward me with $76. I'm gonna lure over some of those zombies and take this door. Now we got 50 seconds left on the no running challenge. And there it is. You can hear it. You can probably hear it when I talk. Okay, guys. What are we doing up next? Kicks only now, and I can sprint. I feel like the no running challenge, if I ever
Welcome to our gym.
would probably have
First
to be
things
a
first,
side challenge.
you've got to
Maybe
learn
a
how to
nighttime
run.
only no running
What do you mean,
challenge would
learn
be
how to
the
run?
best way to go about it.
Just do what I say,
Will you take away
alright?
my ability to use
Now,
my adjustable wrenches
Jump down
out
to the
there?
very bottom.
Oh gosh. How many hits does it
Are you
take?
nuts? I'd kill myself.
Okay, so
Don't be a wimp.
It's terrible to do kicks only. I
Come
forgot
on,
about
you
this.
can't be serious.
Watch this.
Okay, well you see how futile trying to kill a zombie is. So it's
Rahim!
hard as possible to
Don't
not kill
move!
anything.
I'll get help!
5 seconds later. Alright, since
I
we're
was
doing a
just
combat
fucking
challenge,
with
let me
you.
try and at least
Son of a
get this
bitch!
or something. Also, I know
can't
it's very
take a
dark.
joke.
See, does this help you?
Come
It
on!
actually really helps
Get
you.
your ass down here!
Christ on a crutch.
Alright, kick only, so... Man, it is diabolical to suggest this challenge while I have no drop kick ability yet. Oh, there's one. I got one. Why am I able to kick so much faster now? Oh. They're dead.
Oh.
Oh, crap. Stand up. Stand up. Get off of there. Oh, come on, that's not clearing the drop.
Holy shit!
Bruh.
Alright, let's see if we can survive the night.
Holy shit!
Let's skip the hunt.
To survive, I've got some typical...
You should be able to get through the night without being attacked. I mean, usually kind of have to. But if I do have to fight for my life at all, then I'm kind of just dead. Yeah, like that. That's a volatile down there. Oh, I didn't see me somehow.
Sometimes it's better to crawl through the low, narrow passages. Eaters will have a tough time following you.
Whoa! Uh-oh.
Try not to slow down once you start running. Outside, if you stop, you're probably dead.
It's going so much worse than it usually does.
Not
I've
bad.
heard a couple of volatiles
two.
falling beneath me, or behind me. Okay, that was... Yeah, that... Oh, it's not done yet. Hold on. There we go. So there's the timer. We could actually defend against zombies now. Alright, what is next in the list? Now we do a no healing challenge, so... God dang it. The unfortunate part is, we have to heal here. So I'm gonna start the challenge after we get back down from the elevator.
Don't fall,
Okay, as soon as I go take damage, I will start the counter for this next challenge. The next challenge is no healing. This is another challenge that I think I would probably do in a, like, as a challenge video, as a side challenge. One that would go along a bigger challenge, if that makes sense.
We'll talk when I get back with the answers, okay?
Uh-oh. I got hit one time, I died here.
Okay, time for the real test. Get back to the crate. Make use of anything and everything while
Okay,
you
we're at
run.
the part of Nightmare Mode where things just start spawning in for no reason. Alright, we use gravity to our advantage. There we go. Get over here. Come on. You know we gotta get the drop kick. Slide is honestly probably a little bit better than drop kick. You can use it more often, but drop kick is just mean worthy.
Okay, that's enough. You've got some serious natural talent, man. Either that, or you've done this before.
They're gonna
You've done this
stealth
before?
out in at some point, like a stealth
Hardly.
fix.
The closest I ever came to this was running track in high school.
Shot on sight if you
Then you're a
update.
fucking prodigy. Never seen
I
anything
know
like
it's
it.
hilarious, honestly. Alright, I'm gonna pause the challenge while I'm inside. Because whenever you go in and out of a building,
happening to me?
your health resets back to 100%.
Great, talk to me. What's going on?
Something went wrong.
That's not what I wanted.
Raheem,
I said smack.
What just happened to me?
I said
Oh
smack
shit.
me.
I
Challenge
bet you're having your
is
first
disease.
seizure. Just get back over here.
Oh gosh. I see the next challenge. And I'm worried. Next up we have no turning left. You're gonna have to forgive me if I do it. I'm gonna try not to do it. There's no way to make myself not. So start the challenge. You're all about to be very busy. Summon the toad.
Raheem, what the fuck was that? Does this mean I'm turning?
Most likely no. At least not
Did I get
yet.
him?
Seizures remind you that you're
Unfortunately,
infected.
there's no
You better go see
button
Dr.
for me
Zera
to
though.
undo. I
He'll
just
check you
can't
out,
turn
probably
left.
give you a shot of
I'm just
antizin.
showboating
Before you
at all
head out to
times now.
Zera, talk to the quartermaster.
I also feel like
He'll
I can't
gear
look
you
up
up so you can go outside without getting your head bitten off.
Toad is still alive, you bastard. There's no way that Toad is still alive. Alright, Toad. Alright, got it. Alright, I'm gonna leave these guys away and just get into this place.
All right, they've given me an actual job. And nobody suspects I'm not who I say I am. So far, so good. And once Dr. Zere helps me manage these symptoms I'm dealing with, I'll be even better.
I'm gonna rewire my whole brain. Alright, I think I have firecrackers, yes. There we go.
Oh, you're the new scout. Rahim radioed me about you. Yeah, that's me. Name's Crane.
And if
I'm
I just
not gonna.
overcorrect
But by which
I have to do everything.
you bring me
again,
some.
like a whole 360.
Also,
Well, 360
might even
plus,
find
I
a
guess.
woman.
So like this, I
Keep
can't
you
move
warm
up, I
at
have to
night.
look like that. Oh. Oh no. Oh, now hold on. So I'm gonna look left here, but I'm not gonna do anything. This is where I have to go.
Going outside, yeah?
So I have to like jump here. There we go.
Okay, new guy. Be careful out there. We've lost too many already.
What do you mean? I just went through the whole wall. Uh-oh. He goes. Is he still alive?
Okay,
He's still
noob.
alive.
You've got Dr. Zere set up in a semi-trailer on a fenced-in play court. When you leave the tower, hang a left and head due south. You can't miss it.
It's Crane, kid.
All right. Crane. Just keep moving. There's no time to take in the sights. And try not to make too much noise. Sound attracts those fuckers.
You can hear it in the background. Oh, it feels so good to turn left. I feel like I've been playing VR, and if you turn right enough in VR, you just get a cord wrapped around you, and I have to turn left a million times to undo all the rights that I just did. Alright, the next challenge we have is the ghost of a samurai has taken hold of you, bladed weapons only. Sorry, I can't kill him. Yeah. And there's the timer. I could have helped you. You would have died at the very end if I didn't help you right then. So we'll do drop kick only right now. Oh, I hate fire rolls so much. Just die.
Doctor? Hello? Anybody there?
It didn't die to that. Oh, so don't slow.
Rahim, Zere checked me out and gave me another shot.
Okay, great. Not enough to hold you for a while, which is good, because I'm starting to get used to the idea of bossing you around. So, time for a real trial. Go talk to Spike. You'll find him near Zere's truck. He's got the first real job for you.
How many zombies are there in here? What are you talking about? Why are there like 12 virus? Oh, it's the
Spike? I'm Crane.
Just trying to knock them into the fire because the drop.
More unskilled
like
labor. The other kind.
It doesn't work.
GRE sends it. What?
All right.
You'll see.
Man, I love that. The fact that they're moving away from that motto slogan thing is an absolute tragedy. They're making such a big mistake from it. Alright, as you can hear, we have the alarm going off, which means I now have to do the throwing star only challenge. So, let's see if I can do this. I don't even have the ability to clap these things yet, so I should... Who gives a crap? We need more than just 12. We have teams around. Watch her. The smallest toilet.
I think that was supposed to happen. You broke that. I just broke his neck. Come on, let me kill another one.
Wait, you may think it's impossible, but a 10-year-old made this game, and he did it with UE5, the same technology used for games like Fortnite, Rocket League, Star Wars, Batman, but what if I told you thousands of other kids are doing the exact same thing, and the best thing about it all, they're getting accredited level 3 qualifications. I got a level 3 when I was 18.
Alright, well, I really did try to find stuff to make the throwing stars with, but I'm not finding a single anything. So I guess we just have to go in and hope for the best. No! I tried going in and squeezing under them. It didn't work. There's a way to do that. I am not getting super hot on health. I'm unsure as to what throwing stars actually work against these bandits, so I'm hoping that the exploding ones will work. How am I finding so many electronics in a single piece of string? How in the world? I feel like I'm being watched by someone at Technic right now. They're like on the phone with somebody saying, okay, you're the string. Anything but the string. Okay, well, here we go. Let's see if exploding throwing stars work. Nice. Hey, there we go. It worked. You have to be like up close and personal with them. And I also don't have enough to complete this. Definitely not. I have to try and get this close together as possible.
Hey, hello.
There's no way. I hate these guys so much.
Oh, for God's sake.
You should be able to pick these back up if they block them like this.
He's alive! Oh.
How in the world?
How are you back? Wait, hold on.
Oh, I gotta add in another minute. I didn't mean to kill him there. I wanted to throw him down so I could throw a star in his face. I hate that they can block things through time like that. Okay, let's see if I can get the zombies to take out these guys. Oh, it's already...
He's alive!
Okay, we got the timer going off, which means we can start using normal weapons. Alright, dodge and grapple throw only, suggested by Lucy. I don't think I can finish this challenge. I don't have the grapple throw ability, which means I can't kill the enemy. Unless I can knock them into the wall. Did they bash their head into the wall? Nope. And now we'll move on to the headshots only challenge. There we go. It'd be better for the headshots only challenge that I make this ranged weapon. There's no way you're blocking every attack. How do you not hit? I hit you like 900 times. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stun on these two enemies for like an hour. There we go. I have hit this guy probably 40 times. And he is not dead yet. Oh my gosh, finally. Alright, we can start up with the next challenge, which is Night Only. Honestly, I kinda like Night Only. It makes the game a lot of fun. Great. No, thank you. Alright, there's the bolters.
Mine.
When I first played this game, I had such an issue getting the bolters. I'm gonna make sure my stamina's back, and Cody, I will pay you money to go find me some string. I wish we could do that. Kind of like that State of Decay thing where we can have survivors go get stuff for you. That'd be so cool. Oh boy. Time to say goodbye to Raheem, everybody. I don't think the nighttime only aspect really changes much about the Raheem mission. The Raheem part of the siblings and fairies. Other than like right up here. If there's a volatile up here, I kind of just die. Where are you going?
You're lucky.
Don't worry, I got him. You're welcome. Alright, here's the first one.
You should watch your step.
Don't do that again.
It's always really scary, even if it's on the sea.
Whoa, whoa, not so fast.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god, he had a string. Yeah, get him.
Whoa, slow it down.
No, stop. Oh, come on. Do I have to do everything I have here? it's still alive. Cover me. Okay, let's pause. Let's just watch it. Well,
easy.
I watched him do that for approximately 1 second and he died. He was not a strong man.
Whoa, not so fast.
Oh man, it's time for a bunch of bandits at Zera's place. That's cool. I think
Whoa, careful.
I think I could survive for 45 seconds. Uh-oh.
Slow down, brother.
Nope, no company. Nope.
Fine.
No. How are they not on fire? What do you mean? My strategy went out the window as soon as they didn't light on fire. So there we go. Now he's on fire. There's our timer. No weapons has been complete. And next up we have all damage must make the same road. That means I either need a gun. I've actually never tried that. Can we leave? Can we just not do this right now? I am flabbergasted that I've never tried this before. Alright, sorry, but I don't care. We only have 7 bullets. Let's see what we can do with the bullets.
Oh, shit.
Okay, first, the car. Open the hood, connect the battery, that'll arm the trap.
This challenge would be best if I could because we'd be able to use the guns against the rising thugs. I don't hear GRE noise in my car.
Jade here. Is anyone outside right now? Urgent help needed.
I'm outside, working for Spike.
You're Crane, right? Listen, our runners tried to secure one of our safe houses for Brecken's mission. He's in a courtyard by Vefa and Mimar, surrounded by zombies. We gotta help him.
Alright, I'm on it.
Most used out of it. He's still alive somehow. Because that would have been absolutely terrible if I did not have access to a gun. Like I was doing the next one. That would have been bad. This is the first time the challenge is actually functioning. So obviously I have to I'm not here. What you do is it also might be hard. It might be, but it honestly might take kind of minutes for me to complete the zombies as part of this. Unless they just die. I guess that's also a possibility for me. Imagine bringing a man into your, like, arena in hopes of watching him fight for your amusement, and this is what he does. How close are we? I think there's a whole other place over there, unfortunately. Alright, we did it. Backdash? Nope. I actually survived that somehow. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Let's try it. I actually did damage to it. That's crazy.
Okay, Jade, I'm here, along with some infected.
Watch yourself, Crane.
late for this guy.
Shit. Alright. Finish it. Just don't let him suffer.
Okay, it's done. Fuck.
You had no choice. He wasn't human anymore. Now hurry. You still need to turn on the lights. That's the only way to make this place safe at night.
Turn around the box. I did not. In fact. And now he regained like a lot of health. Unfortunately. Oh, come on.
Ah, shit.
How's it coming? Got the lights on?
Almost. Just give me a second.
Run. Nope, I gotta stand up. Oh, no, my... I mean, I could have if I picked up the... Come on, man. They didn't let me dodge because I was in the middle of a repair animation. No way. Alright, we got him. It's still only room for 5. Okay, so we're gonna have to try and escape from this place with only dodge. So that's gonna be terrible. Oh god. I can't see. I don't know where I'm going. Alright, I'm dead. Yeah, I saw that place over there. That's where we need to go.
Crane here.
Report.
Okay, I met this doctor, scientist type. They've got him set up in a sort of research trailer, and he's working on a cure for the virus. His name is Zere. Hello? Do you copy?
Affirmative. Secondary objective added. Maintain your cover and secure all of his research. Acknowledge.
Your stolen file still takes top priority, though, right?
Affirmative. We find it
That's gonna be difficult.
unlikely that a single researcher working out of a trailer could produce any significant results. But if he does, we want to see it.
Oh, it actually gave us a checkpoint. Alright.
Jade, it's done.
Good. We'll need to prepare more places like that one. We've got more spots picked out for future safe zones. Spike will mark them on your map later.
As I dodge.
And Crane, thank you. Back to you, Spike.
Right now, you need to get back to our main task and arm the next trap. There's another car close by.
Got it. The infected are all over the street.
So what does that tell you? Keep off the street. Try to stay on the rooftops where they can't reach you.
They're all around the car, Spike.
You still have some firecrackers, don't you? Just throw some into the crowd. Those dead bastards are easily distracted.
All done with the car, Spike.
Keep on like that, you just might make it. The next trap's close by, and I shouldn't have to tell you, but don't get caught out in the open.
Spike, these freaks are everywhere. If I need to use a trap, how do I activate it?
You can't. I told you, they're only for the night mission.
Shit. Okay.
I'm not allowing myself to use the kick because even my kick and the old boomsticks I call for arms can do more damage than broken weapons. But But anyway, we start our journey by being dropped in by parachute to the heart of the city of Harar. Our whole lore in this game is that we are Kyle Crane, a GRE operative who was sent into the infection zone to retrieve a file from a rogue collision victim. I crash land on this pole and rise approximately 13 seconds in this new land before getting beat up by some random dude who was victim and decided to defend us.
Quite a contraption you got here.
3 times brighter than an ordinary street lamp. Gives the infected quite the sunburn.
We're a highly trained special operative, and we got folded over and spun within 3 seconds of stepping foot on the ground. I don't think much else could have gone wrong. Sadly, the man, whose name is Mir, ends up dying, and we're taken to the Tower of J, where we meet the runners, who are essentially the protagonist of the story. Apparently, our tale has already spread while we were unconscious, and people aren't too keen about us being alive. What's that? You say you got beat up by some goons a bit like the rest of us?
You bitch, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
We go in search of the boss Mir guy, and find a 16-year-old looking kid who's pretending to be him. He throws a fit about me not letting him keep my radio, and tells us some guy is trapped in the 13th floor. He may as well be trapped in a mine cave in here. This is one of the most dangerous situations Rahim has ever seen. So, I trepidatiously make my way to the 13th floor to save him. This could very well be my last mission ever. I step through the door and quickly hear the call from him. Hold on! I'm coming! There we go. The zombie in particular must be scripted to die in one hit or something, even on Night Rider, because I assure you this never happens. But this was the Avengers level threat that Rahim was so scared of? There was one zombie. Why was it so dangerous to come to this point? I expect Rahim here to wake out the old microphone and sing his praises to me since I just beat the final boss of the tower, but instead he just kind of gives me a... and teaches me a tiny bit of parkour before sending me on my first revenge. As soon as I leave the building, I decide to test the water by fighting a couple zombies and getting the hang of it. For those of you who have played Dying Light, you know just how much of a pain Night Rider is.
Okay, lights are all set.
If not,
You ready for the next one then? Better hurry.
That's about what it feels like to fight these zombies right now. It actually takes me about 15 minutes before these zombies go down, but it's just so I'm not feeling great about the rest of the chapter. With this knowledge, once all of this is taken care of, I move on to a nearby safe zone to talk to Dr. Sarah, who is a scientist who's researching a cure for the virus. Wait, hold on. I know he's old, but does anyone really need that big of folders on their computer? But anyway, he gives us a bit of answer, which is pretty much just a temporary cure for the virus, and sends us on. He has some nasty surprises in store. But really, I've got a few surprises for Ed being thought of as we speak. So, more on that soon. I'm getting the feeling that fights are just not the way to go, and me being the veteran Dying Light player I am, I know that there's a certain weapon out there somewhere that would fit this challenge. So since the daytime at this point in the game is over, I make my way to it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is X-Metal, one of the numerous developer weapons in the game. It has 7 durability and can't be repaired, but it does a boatload of damage in comparison to everything else in the game. Usually I'm pretty quick to throw this thing away, but since I'm not worrying about durability, it makes the perfect addition to the challenge. It's still not great by any means, but hey, at least it's not taking 20 minutes to kill one zombie. Now with some sort of actual weapon, Spike here sends us on a mission to set up for a nighttime raid that the power meter Brecken is going to do with a team of runners later in the night. If we don't get these traps working, there's a good chance we'll die. So I make my way and strategically
Fuck, Spike, the whole goddamn district went down. What the hell's going on?
Not again. Alright, listen. There's a power substation here. Go check it out.
I know he's old, but does anyone really need that big of folders on their computer? But anyway, he gives us a bit of antigen, which is pretty much just a temporary cure for the virus, and sends us on our way.
Hey, this blackout has really put us in a tight spot. We're defenseless here, plus the safe zones, and some of my traps are down too.
So, more on
We
that.
need to get that power up and running
Fights
ASAP.
are just not the way to go, and me being the veteran Dying Light player I am, I know that there's a certain weapon out there somewhere that would fit this challenge. So since the daytime at this point in the game is unlimited, I make my way to it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is XP Caliber, one of the numerous developer weapons in the game.
Fuck, what is this?
Usually I'm pretty quick to throw this thing away, but since I'm not worrying about durability, it makes the perfect addition to the challenge. It's still not great by any means, but hey, at least it's not taking 20 minutes to kill one shot. Now with some sort of actual weapon, despite the fact that the mission is going to be nighttime sleep, but the power leader threatened is going to do with a team of runners later in the night. There's a good chance of that. So I make my way and strategically complete every objective. And by strategically, I mean I sit up really high and just smack zombies below me for what seems like 30 minutes. Eventually, all the new electrical appliances are full of breakers. And now we gotta go fix that because nighttime is approaching fast. So we head over there and it's time for our first actual challenge at the playthrough. This is a goon. And there's not a whole lot I can do about the boss. On Nightmare mode, if they manage to land one single good hit on me, it will instantly kill me. What ends up happening for the next 15 or so minutes is I run up to it, smack it a few times, and backstep to dodge its attack. I try to... No, I've got a few surprises for it being thought of as a mistake. So, more on that scene. I'm getting the feeling that pipes are just not the way to go, and me being the veteran Dying Light player I am, I know that there's a certain weapon out there somewhere that will fit this challenge. So since the daytime at this point in the game is unlimited, I make my way to it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is XP Caliber, one of the numerous...
Alright, I've got the substation reset. But if the grid shorted once, you know it could happen again, right?
You leave the electrical engineering to me, okay? Just get your ass to a safe zone. You're gonna have to spend the night there.
Okay, give me a sec.
Right over here. I just brute force myself through here. It'll take like a couple minutes.
The newest developer weapons in the game. It has 7 durability, but it does a boatload of damage in comparison to everything else I'm currently using. Usually I'm pretty quick to throw this thing away, but since I'm not worrying about durability, it makes the perfect addition to the challenge. It's still not way to go, and me being the veteran Dying Light player I am, I know that there's a certain weapon out there somewhere that
Where's Excalibur?
So since the daytime at this point in the game is unlimited, I make my way to it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is XP Caliber, one of the numerous developer weapons in the game. It has 7 durability and can't be repaired, but it does a boatload of damage in comparison to everything else in the company. Usually I'm pretty quick to throw this thing away, but since I'm not worrying about durability, it makes the perfect addition to the challenge. It's still not great by any means, but hey, at least it's not taking me 20 minutes to kill one zombie. Now with some sort of actual weapon, Spike here, since it's on a mission to set up for a nighttime raid, but the power leader present is going to do with a team of runners later in the night. If we don't get these guys working, there's a good chance they'll die. So I make my way and strategically complete every objective. And by strategically, I mean get up really high and just smack zombies below me for what seems like 30 years. Eventually, all the new electrical appliances on the grid will have breaker or something. And now we gotta go fix that because nighttime is approaching fast. So we head over there and it's time for our first actual challenge. This is a goon, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. On Nightmare mode, if they manage to land one single good hit on me, they will instantly get me. What ends up happening for the next 15 or so minutes is I run up to it, smack it a few times, and backstep to dodge. I try to hold on to them. Goons don't die of fire, they don't get locked into any animations, and they tend to avoid blowing things up with their massive weapon. But eventually, with enough hits, he finally goes down. The grid is back up, and now we need to sprint directly to the nearest safe zone before night begins. We encounter a new zombie type, which we eventually find out is called a Bolter, and that's the end of our first mission. In my eyes, my having gone to get the XP Caliber was a great idea. It's still doing some hard work on the zombies, and I just so happen to know of another developer weapon that's even more powerful. I don't need to think about it twice, so I set out. I sprint all the way across the map, then spend about 10 minutes trying to climb this building and kicking this box to get the weapon. This is the Korak Machete, and it's an absolute beast. Let me just equip it and... Oh. Yeah, it turns out you're not able to use the Korak Machete in Nightmare mode. I certainly wish I knew that before I spent the time to come and get it. Okay, let's stop for a second. We're only 3% of the way through the story right now, and I've been smacking this dude for like 20 minutes. Are humans just invincible now? I'm not sure why I was just able to kill the last one to progress the story, and this one just will not die. I have a couple theories for this. 1, the enemies get tougher as the story goes on. Or 2, special infected like the Goon are just a bit different when it comes to health if they aren't related to the story. Maybe you guys can let me know because I could not find a thing about it online. But anyway, back to the show. In Dying Light, nighttime other than the first assignment mission never happens until you finish this airdrop quest. So, now that I've gotten my testing and weapon hunting out of the way, I don't have a reason to keep it daytime indefinitely. So we make our way to the airdrop, die to some guys, which is the first episode, find some Mantisan, and throw it in the fire so it gives us an excuse to see if this Rise guy is the political figure we're looking for. Then, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the bread and butter of the game franchise. I still remember the first time I played through this game, and this section scared the crap out of me. The countdown and constant warnings that night is coming gives off a sense of impending doom, and in a world already so dangerous, it's hard to imagine the night being just as deadly as it fails. Then you see your first volatile, and it all makes sense. No matter how seasoned a player you are, the hunter at nighttime becomes the hunter. But anyway, our plan worked, and now everyone in the tower is in dire need of some Mantisan, so I volunteered to go to Rise personally to ask for help. You know, I'm starting to think that Rise here is the bad guy. And let's be real here. If Tahir right here didn't have the memory of a goldfish, things probably would have ended for our character right here and now. So, thanks Tahir. To simplify things, Rise wants us to do a bunch of errands for him in exchange for the Mantisan. Because we can totally trust Mr. Diabolical over here to keep his word, right? So I go ahead and go do the things for him. He wants me to climb a tower to get the radios working again, but before I'm able to do that, I have to clear out all these zombies. So I use the opportunity to test a few things. 1, is it possible for goons to kill zombies? While the answer might actually be yes, I didn't see any official results for my playthrough, so I checked that off the list. Though it is possible for them to light fires for some reason, and the fires are good. The second thing I tested turned out to be way more useful for the challenge. This is something I honestly am unsure I could have beaten the game without. The perk I'm talking about is Weapon Thread, and while it might not seem like it'd be all that great, it's actually going to be an incredibly important asset to the challenge's completion. It seems that by throwing the weapon, it restores some of the damage you deal with it, even if it's broken. It's by no means perfect, however. It's very possible I lose my weapons if they fall through the map or despawn, but at least I have some sort of ranged ability, because some of the enemies we'll encounter later will be an incredible pain. It's probably a bit hard to forget, but remember XP Caliber, that really good weapon I spent 5 minutes pulling out of a rock and was a great fit for the challenge? Well, I accidentally threw it, and now you can't pick it back up, so it's gone. FP Survivor, more like FP, Dumbo. Am I right? It's safe to say without this weapon that I've got to rethink how I approach situations. For example, I died to this zombie here because the bill hook I was using didn't provide any knockback whatsoever, and every attack made the zombie stumble faster toward me. So, I won't lie, I kinda went through a mini crisis for a while, as I completed more missions wondering just what I was gonna do, since without a decent weapon, the whole experience is just miserable. It took me 10 minutes to clear out these 3 zombies from this place to make it safe again. Oh, and also, Birkin! When you're doing these kinds of challenges, you need to be evolving your strategy at all times, because usually a game will have more and more to throw at you as it progresses, and that's just what happened here. My boy Kareem needs me to go pick up a file from a group that never returned. So I go there, and there's just a dude with a gun sitting right at the tippy top right up there. So I think it goes without saying something goes terribly wrong here. Can you guess what it is? I'll give you a second. Okay, it's been a second. Of course, the answer is C. I frickin' blew up. I could probably have thrown myself at this problem over and over again until I succeeded, but I wanted to get through this challenge with as little depth as possible. Which, spoiler alert, there's some bad news for me later. So I leave the search for a fix to the problem that could possibly be used later on. Let me introduce you to the next evolution of our master step-by-step on how to survive Nightmare mode in Dying Light. Here's these boosters you can make in the game, and you're absolutely going to want to use them. If I was smart, I would have went all out and used a bunch of them, but I only ever thought to use a resistance booster for some reason, so I unlocked the ability to craft them, go diving for some underwater algae, and then return to the scene of my demise to try again. It goes much better this time. I'd say the booster gives you a 75% resistance if I had to guess, but I'm not super sure. But now that we've finished errands, we return to claim our Anderson, and when wouldn't you know it, turns out the big bad villain lied to us, and instead of 2 crates, they'll only give us 5 files. People at the tower and, themselves don't really appreciate this, since it's pretty obvious Rise is doing this to get Jade as weird big survival. So So I return to the tower to talk to the others and come up with another plan. What's the other change here? Wow, this 16-year-old shouldn't be allowed to drink alcohol for this exact reason. Who knew? Essentially, the big plan is for Jade and I to try and steal Antizin directly from Rise at a garrison they set up at the old squeak. But before we do that, I die to a random zombie yet again and decide that something has got to change. I've done a lot of experimenting with weapon types up to this point, and nothing seems to be working. I even tried upgrading the weapon with blueprints, but it seems if the weapon's broken, then the
I got Excalibur.
in a last-ditch effort, I decided to see if breaking up my survivor skills to get better weapons.
Hello.
Survivor skill myself, this video would come out in 2026. This is pretty much what I did for about 2 hours. I obviously won't sit here and make you all watch 2 hours of this, but I ended up getting about 250 or so packages before going and handing over to the quartermaster for that sweet chunk of XP. Now that we maxed out on our survivor level, we should find better weapons all over the place. And we actually have a few really good abilities that are exposed in like the camouflage ability, grappling hook, and even ballistic shields. If we take a moment to appreciate just how broken the grappling hook is, this thing defies all logic and physics, and I love it. Turns out my plan worked because holy shit, there's an oriental shooter here with an absurd amount of damage. So we do a bunch of exploring, pick up some weapons, and then we're ready to take on this garrison. This is the first time in the story that we're really taking on some of Rise's men. Totally not counting the time being one hit kill here. And these guys are so every attack is relevant, even some charged attacks, which I don't understand, and it ends up taking me 15 minutes to take down these three. My strategy was to use the doors as well to only weapons in a place at a time, but the real trump card I used was throwing them down onto the ground and then chucking my weapon at them. If you throw it at them while they're standing, they just deflect it like they're raised by ninjas or something. All in all, it took me a while just to take out these three guys, but hey, at least I didn't die, I guess. This is just the start of the mission. There were about 15 more dudes after the
Okay, I'm gonna end off here.